Let's see what this one gets. Open Grave, 2013. A man wakes up in the wilderness, in a pit full of dead bodies.
Another pit!
Man.
Two pits.
With no memory, and must determine if the murderer is one of the strangers who rescued him or if he himself is the killer. Directed by Gonzalo López-Gallego. Oh, fuck. Get a name, guy.
Anytime you get a Spanish name, you become like an announcer.
I hated it so much.
Your Spanish voice is an announcer.
Written by Eddie Borey and Chris Borey. Come on, guys.
Borey, got that right.
The Borey brothers. Okay, what do you...
Tagline: The moment you wake up, the nightmare begins. Distributed by Tribeca Film, Blu-ray, through the New Video Group in 2014.
A little bit of trivia here. This screenplay was featured on the 2006 Blacklist. Do you know what that is?
You've mentioned it before.
It's like it's like a list of the most liked scripts, unmade scripts of the year.
Maybe you haven't listened.
Usually, what the Blacklist is a script that is really good when you read it, but then people are like, I don't know how to fucking make this. Or, like, it's usually something that's so unwieldy to make that they never fucking do it.
This was that on that list?
Well, I'm not saying that they all are, but that's normally the reason people say that they aren't ever made, is that they just are too difficult to make.
It's too good, man. Can't make it.
Too difficult to make right, or whatever.
I get
it. From the beginning, I'm already feeling conflicted because I love the idea of dropping all these people into mysterious circumstances and having them unravel the plot around what's going on. But I also hate it at the same time because I know it's going to be a long jerk-off session that may or may not pay off at the end. Like I said, usually scripts like on the Blacklist are critically acclaimed but also never made. And I wrote down
long jerk-off section.
Yeah. Like with no payoff, no money shot at the end. The maniac tangled in the barbed wire fence was a demented and unexpected sequence. I thought it was... I've never seen something like that. I don't understand what was exactly going on. Well, I do later. Well, I do. But at the time when it happened, I'm like, this is a weird shit. I'm really not fond of how much I don't know what's happening a lot in this movie. Like, through most of it, I had no idea. I felt like I was watching an episode of Lost. And I'm not... what am I? Am I goddamn Shaggy Doo over here? What am I supposed to...
Shaggy Doo? Shaggy
Am I supposed to be solving mysteries? I laughed out loud when they run into a group of crazy dudes just chopping shit in the woods. The timing of it was perfect. It was a genuine laugh. The guy's like, "Hey!" And then they all take a beat and look at him, and then they just run at him full speed with their fucking axes going. After all said and done, I really enjoy this take on a zombie movie. I didn't know it was a zombie movie until the end. You don't until they let you know at the end. But I think that's the only real way to you can't just say it's another zombie movie, because they snuck it on me. Because if this was presented as a zombie movie, I might not watch it, because there's a million zombie movies out there. Not knowing that you're watching a zombie movie until the end of the film should be something that makes me fucking crazy, and I didn't enjoy it until the reveal. But this is really one of the only creative ways to address a zombie flick nowadays. Very innovative. I mean, when all's said and done, this motherfucker was a perfect piece of fiction. I really liked it. I gave it a 10 out of 10.
What?
Yeah, I thought it was cool. They did something that I hate normally. And I hated it all the way up until the reveal. But when they revealed it, I was like, good fucking job, gentlemen. You made me watch a zombie movie without realizing I was watching one. And hating it all the way up until this point, and now everything else makes sense. I liked the way they constructed it. So, good job from me. That threw you off, didn't it?
Yeah. And with my score, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, so it's like it's an hour 42 minutes. And for the first, I don't even know. I didn't check the time, but it seemed like forever. It's like a who's who. Group of people trying to figure out who they are. They don't they have license. They have keys to cars.
They have some weapons.
Weapons, ammunition, plenty of food. All you have to do is just get on the road and start walking.
Right.
End of the movie. But no one thinks it's okay to go for help. You have all this stuff to take with you. Anyway, it's slow and it's boring. The first 2 acts are just pretty bad in my opinion. I get what they were going for. I just think it lacks the execution, the poor editing. I think is why it may also seem like it's too long. Besides it being an hour 42 minutes, even if you cut 15 minutes,
I watched this all. Normally, I cut all of them up, no matter what. I watched this whole thing from beginning to end because I rented it.
Yeah, you liked it.
I did. I enjoyed it.
It doesn't work for me. It looks good. It's shot well. It's put together. I mean, it's solid there, I guess. The acting's okay. Again, no one knows who anyone is, so there's not really any character development. I don't care about any of the characters. Again, they have all these supplies. All it takes is just a couple people go for help.
Right. Well, I thought they did try to go and figure some stuff out.
They venture out a little bit. They end up finding cars and shit. Right. They still don't like them.
Well, I think they got so far, and then those guys chased them with the axes, and then they realized that the bodies.
But they have axes. They have guns and ammunition. Right. Like they'll open up a whole cabinet full of ammunition.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
What's going on here? Anyway, no, I can't recommend it. I was expecting more from this. I think I've heard good things. Was this This is a poll pick, right? Someone put this up there.
I think your brother picked it straight up. He just picked it.
Oh, straight up.
He picked it. It was one of his picks.
Yeah, it just failed in a lot of ways for me. I gave it a 4.
Well, we felt differently about that one, didn't we?
That's a shocker. I like when
normally movies like that I fucking hate, but I guess I like the whole thing with the pit of bodies and the way they ended it, where I think his wife died or whatever in the pit, and then he wakes up and pushes her off of him, like, get off of me. Didn't even know who she was.
Yeah.
And he never will, probably.
Yeah.
The bleak ending, I don't know.
He was the doctor trying to help.
Yeah.
Cure whatever.
And I think that
whatever it was,
you don't get any character development until the end.
The third act.
You develop. You find out who everybody is, but
third act is the only reason I even gave it a 4.
Right.
The first 2, I did not enjoy that movie. Right. I was like,
and
I just normally I can look past. The characters have to make stupid decisions and stuff.
Right.
I just couldn't look past that. I was just going nuts.
And maybe I had just watched so many shitty Easter movies that I was like, this is great.